All right, lads, welcome back to me podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy. Mick Thomas here. How are you? Thanks for coming back, liking, subscribing, sharing, and all of that stuff. I do appreciate it. Available where all podcasts are available. I'm here in again, my daughter's game room. I could be playing Call of Duty right now, for all you know, on the other screen, but I'm not. I'm stuck in here whilst trying to build a new studio from the ground up. Bricks and mortar. Coming along. It's coming along, I gotta say. How are you all doing? This is good. You don't understand the trouble I had to go to get this episode recorded. This shit episode for you of this shit podcast that I do. Just kidding. You guys are great. Thanks so much. But I had to. You'd have no idea how early in the morning it is right now for me to get up and get this going for the stuff that I have to do. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the world again, right? I spoke last week briefly about, remember, what was his name? Neil Diamond. Was it Neil Diamond or Neil Young? Neil Young. Neil Diamond. Totally different lad. And the Joe Rogan thing. And now it's back again. It's back again, for something different now. Now he's a racist. Now Joe's a racist. I really started to think there kind of is an agenda here to get rid of old Joey Rogan. Do you know Russell Brand had a good take on that actually about that, saying that he's kind of, bringing on guests that are highlighting stuff that they don't want highlighted. And I think he could be onto something there. So they're just trying to get rid of him. Listen, I'm telling you right now, like they went back and they found footage from over 12 years ago, I think it was, some of it most recently, but the ones recently that was taken out of context, right? He used the N-word. Now some of you are probably saying right now, you should never say that word out of context. And then you go, but what if I'm repeating what someone said to me? Like what if and here's a question for the law people out there. If I'm in court and I'm giving a statement and goes, Your Honor, the guy, the prosecutor saying to me, and tell me what that man, I don't know why he's from the South, but he is. Tell me what that man called you. And if I go, well, he called me, and if I say the N-word, and he goes, well, what, like, is the N-word, like, because there's lots of N-words. Nuts, noodles, Nort, nappy, for baby's diaper, not as in the knot you tie, not. Now there's so many different Norway, different words, November, that begin with N. So the N word, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, are we allowing room for confusion for anybody, by the way? So anyway, he was taken out of context, saying, and again, I know, I'm aware, people say, well, you should never say that out of context. But he said some things and they're saying like, well, that's not, you can't be using it out of, anyway whatsoever. Sorry, I got stumbled. I was trying to read something off the wall here because I'm not fucking prepared and you could probably tell why. So you're not supposed to say that word. And I get that. But in context, like if you're explaining something, which one of the greatest comedy albums is that, I'll say it, That N-Word Is Crazy by Richard Pryor, and he said the actual word. It's just kind of, it's strange, it's strange about what the rules are, and it's like, but basically what Joe was apologizing for, saying like how nobody else should say that word unless you're black. And I've never, ever, and I'm not complaining, by the way. This is not me going, well, I should be allowed to say it. So if you're going to put any clip of me on there, just make sure you add this part. It's not me wanting to say it, but what Joe was saying, he was like, no people should say that unless, of course, you're black. And I'm paraphrasing. There's no race, I think, right? There's no gender. There's no one, I think, that a word belongs to. And like, well, we can say it and you can't. It's weird, isn't it? So, but they went on a witch hunt and they went back and they got some old stuff at Joe's. They went digging. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm done. Like, I'm in shit. If you go back over the years of podcasts I've done, from my own podcast to other people's podcasts, you're going to find something that I said, number one, was trying to be funny, which I didn't mean, which is a lot of things. And do I apologize now before I get a show? Do I say it to you now? Hey guys, I'm sorry for that thing I said back in 2007. Do I do it now, or do I wait till someone finds it and then go, ah, shit, they found it. I didn't think they would. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the right play is here. Because if that's the case, every comedian especially is everybody clear? Is everybody that fucking perfect that they've never said anything in their whole life that they shouldn't have? Is there anybody on the planet? Like, even Jesus lost his temper, right? Even Jesus lost his temper when he went into the temple and they were all selling, they were all having like a flea market. They had a flea market in the church and he lost his shit. And I guarantee you Jesus wasn't going like, oh, you meanies, be gone out of this. I'm so flipping mad. I guarantee you he dropped some words. Maybe he dropped an N-word too. We don't know. Dropped the big F1. A few C words. I'm taking the C word, by the way. I think the Irish and Australians, I think you shouldn't be allowed to say cunt unless you're Irish or Australian. Maybe Scottish, English, throw that in there too. You can have a bit, lads, too. That should be our word now, the C word. That belongs to us. So if you say it, I'm offended. But it's okay if I say it. But anyway, I can't think of me either. Anyway, yeah, I think it should be just, look at. I just think they're coming for, like, there's nobody has done, have you, like, this, and this is the problem. We went out, we got social media and we love it, right? And we took it all in and we put everything out there. And someone's going to find something offensive about something. But is it worthy? Is this thing worthy of canceling people? Like, because here's what you're going to do, right? You're going to go on about Joe Rogan and you're going to talk about, oh, we want him gone from Spotify, right? This is what the people are saying. We want him gone from Spotify. Hang on a second. The battery is going. I should have enough to get through this garbage. What's Spotify going to do? We don't know. I'm sure they're in meetings and talks right now. So now, because he's a racist, do we just get behind Joe Rogan and go, listen, as a financial aspect of it, he is, probably our top show on Spotify. Do we kind of hold on to it, let the dust settle? And the dust will settle, let's be honest. And it'll go back to normal. That's the thing about the world we live in. All of this anger and this frustration and how we're all hurt, it's going to go away in a while because something different's going to come along and we're going to talk about that. So, does Spotify wait it out and go, I'm going to say nothing. Let's take a little bit of a dip in our stock. We'll take a dip in our stock, write it out, and then it's going to go right back up again. It's going to go right back up again because anybody that listens to Joe Rogan is not going to stop listening to Joe Rogan. Do you understand? Because if you listen to Joe Rogan podcast, I mean, if you listen to, not if you have heard an episode, if you listen to it, like I listen to it, it's 9 hours a week. He puts out 9 hours a week of content. There's no other podcasts out there. I don't even know you have time for this one. He's got 9 hours of podcasts a week, right? So if you go jump into the 9 hours a week like I do, you're listening to it, right? So if you listen to the podcast, his podcast, the JRE, the Joe Rogan Experience, you're going to know he doesn't mean like who he really is, right? You're going to know the things and where he stands and that kind of stuff. So you're not going to fucking stop listening to him because you know well enough. You know who he is. You know where he stands on these things. So does Spotify do that, or does Spotify get rid of him? Now, if Spotify gets rid of him to keep people happy, because certain companies, by the way, have certain grades, right? And you get a grade by showing you're a member of certain groups. You don't even have to mean it. Like I said this before, like Chase Bank would put like a rainbow over their bank statement when it came to Gay Pride Month. They would put that on the Gay Pride Month and they would just put that rainbow and go, see, they get a higher score. Stock shareholders can now invest in it. Do you know what I mean? So Spotify are not showing that right now, of course, from the perspective of other people. Spotify are not showing that now. They're just going like, oh, you know, like they think that Joe Rogan is going around wearing a fucking Ku Klux Klan mask, and Spotify are giving him the torches, and it's fucking it's bullshit. It's bullshit. So it's up to Spotify, but Spotify, if you do cancel him, right? By the way, I'm on Spotify, and I'm only on a fraction of what they paid Joe. Whatever. But if you cancel him, what will he do? Because he's got 400 million listeners and 400 million plus listeners a week. So what if Joe said, I'll just set up my own thing, thanks very much, and everybody just paid $5? Imagine they only paid $5 once to get into it, just once, not even a month subscription, which he could set up a monthly subscription. But what if he just said, you know what, guys, pay me $5 once and you all got in? 400 million people giving him $5 once. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to get rid of him, and Spotify know that. So they're the ones that are in a bind right now. And to be honest, I am fucked. Like I've said some shit, because comedians say the worst shit when they're alone with each other. Now they don't mean it. First of all, some do. Some might mean it, but we say the most horrific shit to try outdo the other one. We do. We're fucking awful. If you read the stuff that comedians say to each other, you'd be like, they're pieces of shit. Our jokes are evil, disgusting. But they come from a place of love. We want to give happiness. We want to make people laugh. Like, we want to make each other laugh. Because we raise our bar, what we do with the audience. We give the audience this, but we go up here because we can't give the audience our own jokes. We can't give comics these jokes, because comics know how these are written. These are performed. How to get to this level. But when we come up here with the most horrific shit ever, there's what we are. We're up. We like to swim up here at this evil stuff that we don't mean. We just try to outdo each other. So if you put that on paper, you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with those people? Cancel. But nobody looks at the gigs we do for free, right? Nobody looks at the charity gigs we've done. Nobody looks at the fucking countless gigs that we just turn up for and go like, hey, listen, we'll donate our time for some sick kids or whatever it is. Nobody looks at that. But I'm fucked. I know I am fucked. You know what I mean? Like, to see what's out there in the world, and how people... Yeah, I got a taste of it, right? I went viral, whatever, on TikTok. Few videos went viral. Like, get over it. Of the dumbest shit, by the way. If you want to follow me on TikTok, it's Mick Thomas Comedy, just like I am on Instagram. I don't do Facebook, and I don't fuck with Twitter anymore. Mick Thomas Comedy, and I go on every single day and I post one joke. Now, they're probably older jokes. They're delivered horribly. The lighting is terrible. It's about 7 to 20 seconds long. Each joke is. So you go on there, and every day I post a new joke. Some have gone viral. Some are doing, a few thousand here and there, 60,000, 80,000. But they're gone. But when you post the jokes, and they're all harmless because I don't curse on there. When you post the jokes, the responses from people are fucking remarkable. Like, I did that. You've all heard my joke about the backup camera joke, right? I've done that one where, what I gotta turn my head like a poor person now. And the amount of people that went on there, oh yeah, what's wrong with being poor? Didn't say that. I swear to God, go into the comments. Some people are like, this is hilarious, I love this. One woman said, I'm assuming it was a woman because they just say user, blah, 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 blah. They don't have their name on it. But it was kind of cunty. You could tell it was a woman. Get that clip, cancel. It was something like, my friend reversed over one of her children and killed her. So there's nothing funny about dead kids. And I said, I never said anything about dead kids. I never said anything about a dead kid. You fucking said a dead kid. And so she complained. And then, of course, other people piled into that comments. One guy wrote something like, well, maybe the kid should have been paying attention. blah blah blah, selection. And then someone sent the comment to that guy. There's a guy on TikTok. I'm horrible with names, and he's been on all over the news. And he's a former Marine guy, and he wears the Guy Fawkes mask. And what he does is he goes after people who are like online bullies, who go after like dead kid people or who really harass people, and he finds out their name. He sends all the information, like he hacks into their shit and sends it to their employer and go, hey, look, man, this guy's sending like these racist comments to people and stuff, and people get fired and terminated. So someone reported it to that guy. So I mean, look, if you're coming, the Guy Fawkes guy, listen, don't come for me. My joke was harmless. The guy said it about the other person. And just that's what's out there, right? So these are the ones that are calling for people getting cancelled. These are the ones, like I'll do another joke about, what was the other joke I did about my daughter's dance recital. If you've ever seen me on stage, I've done that joke 100 times. And the premise of the joke is, I'm not doing it, is like I'm watching my daughter dancing and I realize I've been wasting so much money on dance lessons. That's the punchline of the joke. And the comments were, that's terrible. You're a horrible father. Like, seriously, you're a horrible father. I bet she's a better dancer than you are a comedian, which that was funny. That was a good one. That was a fucking good one. And these are the people that are out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, these are the people that we're supposed to be we're supposed to be cancelled for these people, these fucking idiots who don't get don't analyze a situation. They look at the they take everything out of context. Even at a comedy club, like, they'll hear the words, but they won't hear the joke, if that makes sense. They'll just hear certain words and not piece together about what you're saying. And these are the people that are out there, that are fucking, that are just gonna, like, that are trying to get everybody cancelled. It's the weirdest fucking thing. It's the weirdest thing. So so I'm on there every day, and I try to respond to everybody, and this is how I know it must be tough being God. Because, right, just lead into it, Mick. Why not lead into it? Cancel him. He thinks he's God now. It's like if everyone's praying to God as much as people are responding on TikTok, like, I got to write to every one of these people. I do. I try to respond to them. I really do. Just for shits and giggles, especially the ones that hate me. I like responding to them more. But it's it takes me forever to fucking just write something like an LOL. Tear emoji guy. It takes forever to do that shit. So imagine you're God and you gotta answer all those prayers. Fucking tough gig, man. Tough gig. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know where it stops. I don't know where it goes. I just think, I know Rogan's going to win regardless. He doesn't give a shit. He posted another video on Instagram last night. He's like, hey, how do I deal with all this shit? And he's out having fucking dinner with David Goggins, Donnell. I don't know Donnell's last name, actually. And Dave Chappelle. The racist Joe Rogan, right? But yeah, it's fucking funny, man, too. Like, it really is funny. Like, they don't look at anybody who they hang out with, who their friends are. Like, I guarantee you, like, the amount of, like, Hispanic friends I have, the handful of Asian friends I have that have said the most horrific racist shit to me, that it's fucking hysterical. Hysterical. And it's like, if I were to say something bad then about a Hispanic person, like a stereotypical joke, right? Which I really don't do with Hispanic people. Do I though? I said something to my Puerto Rican friend the other day. What did I say to him that was... Oh, JJ Ramirez, he was a comedian. He was supposed to get to the comic strip, and he locked his keys in his car. He was like, I couldn't break into my car. And I said, and you're Puerto Rican? And he goes, no, I just stayed and I got drunk and got hammered. He goes, so I'm more Irish than I am Puerto Rican. And that was us going back and forth. It was just something so simple like that. And it was like, but it's like, if someone were to take that, if I said that joke, right, on stage, or I said it online here, and I told you how it works, like that was just two comics, going back and forth. But if I said that as like a joke for the public, which I guess I kind of did now, nobody stops to look at, well, okay, well, how many Hispanic friends does he have? How does he treat those people when he's around them? How did they treat him? You know, I don't know, man. I'm fucking rambling here, and I have no structure, and I had no. It's literally 4:30 in the morning, recording this. 4:30 in the morning. Didn't plan it. I just sat down, hit record because I got another long drive ahead of me to go back and do another gig, and I gotta get breakfast made and all that shit because I'm fucking trying to be super dad at the same time. Anyway, that's it, guys. Sorry it was not high energy. Sorry it was a bit serious. But anyway, thanks for liking, subscribe. Oh, the Manxiety Show. Shit, I forgot to plug it. Manxiety Podcast with Corey Brooks. It's a show that I think I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt and everything. Look. We have merch. I have Manxiety. I can't get all the shirt off. I can't open this. I have Manxiety. We have got merch, and it's a show we talk about mental health. Brand new episode just came out, by the way. We talk about stress. New episodes about addicted to porn. Should be fun. Check out that episode. Anyway, lads, I have the Manxiety Show. Check it out wherever you get podcasts. And again, thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and all this one. I appreciate listening to the podcast. Thanks for hit subscribe, share it. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down if you're watching it on YouTube. Whatever you want to do, let me know what's going on. And I will talk to you soon. And as always, wash your hands, you dirty fuckers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.